So I recorded this whole video and it didn't save. So we're starting over. I don't like filming landscape. So if you see me kind of looking everywhere, it's because I'm like, where are we? Where are we? So hopefully I'm looking in the right direction. This is the longer video of the short one that I posted over on TikTok. I get asked, my number one question is, I don't know, how do I start junk journaling? What supplies do I use? Like the who, what, where, when, and why. So this is just going to be the chaotic, longer version of what I posted on TikTok. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with my journals and my supplies. So let's just get to it. Number one question I get asked is, how do I start junk journaling? Just start. I know that sounds crazy, and I know that is just like, it's such a basic answer, but the truth is that you really don't need anything to start junk journaling. You need some type of a journal or a notebook and some junk and some glue. So we're going to get started about all the supplies that I use, my favorite supplies. And I first and foremost want to say, you have to figure out what you like best, what works best for you, what your budget is. But just to start junk journaling, you don't need a whole lot. Like I said, a journal, some adhesive, and some junk. That's it. Figure out what style you want. Do you want to do more of like memory keeping with photos, or do you want to just slap that junk down? When I first started, I went all in and I grabbed myself a bougie journal, which I'm going to show you. And I didn't know better. I thought, oh, I'm going to grab this journal. This journal was about 20 bucks on Amazon. I liked it because it was pretty. I thought, oh, a hardbound journal. My first tip to you is do not get a hardbound journal for your first junk journal, especially if you want to fill it with junk. And this is why. So you can see that she doesn't close anymore. She is perpetually stuck this way. The binding cracked pretty early on. I'm going to stare at my binding. Yeah, she busted pretty. She is thick. This is how she can't even close. She's got so much in her. This journal I love so much. This was my first journal. And I do not regret. You have to grow through what you go through and figure out really quickly what works for you. I finished her because it was important to me and I wanted a complete junk journal. And yeah, so this is a hardbound. This is why I don't use hardbound anymore. So next question, what junk journal should I use? The junk journal that is my favorite junk journal to use is the Moleskine XX. I love this journal so much. It's a soft cover, so you can see right here, the binding is soft. She's flexible. She's pretty thick too. This journal was my second junk journal ever, and she is super, super thick. She was about 20 bucks on Amazon, and it's linked in my Amazon. And I love her, and I will go back to her. I love her too, also because of the size. I didn't have to cut very much. Sometimes I could put like whole sheets of like tissue paper that people sent me in packages, or magazine rip outs, or newspaper, or whatever. And so she held a lot, and I liked the size, and she was very affordable. So that's the other thing too. It's like, what's your budget? Do you want to spend a little bit of money and invest in a good journal, or do you just want to start? So I started, like I said, with this $20 journal because I thought, oh, I'm going to have a bougie journal. No one told me, I didn't have anybody to go on, that I should not do a hardbound journal. So I had to live and learn through my own first journal that I will never use a hardbound again for junk purposes. For writing, absolutely, but never for junk because of the fact that the binding will crack and break. So soft is the way to go, in my opinion. You have to figure out what works best for you. And again, are you going to fill it with junk like I did? Or are you going to just fill it with pictures and thoughts? So it just really depends on the style of journaling that you want to do, how much junk you want to put in. But 20 bucks is what I spent on the Moleskine. She's definitely my fave. I will be going back to her when I am done with my other journals. And on that note, you can use a composition notebook. This is my junk planner. I use her every single day. This is a composition notebook. The crazy replay is here on my YouTube. That was a really crazy, chaotic, cuss word filled night because I just was nervous. I was live over on TikTok and it was crazy. I love her so much though. She's my favorite. I work in her every single day. This was a composition notebook that cost me $1. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. You can get them at Target. You can get them on Amazon. But I basically just covered her, and then I started filling her. I'm still working in her right now. You can see, like, she is very loved and very used. I do work in her every single day. She's not I'm not done with her yet. I probably still have maybe less than a month to go in her. But this is a composition notebook. So again, just depending on what you want to start with, you can start with a composition notebook and then just slap stickers all over it. That to me would be really rad, and it is budget friendly. Go to the Dollar Tree, grab a composition notebook, slap some stickers all over it, and just get started. Because again, it does have that soft binding right here. She's flexible. You could fill her with a lot of ish. My current junk journal is the dupe to the bougie journal that I got. I treated myself to, I don't know what's like the Lamali, the French journal that was really fancy with all the, I love that journal. She's over there on the shelf. She was really expensive. Plus the shipping from overseas was astronomical. So I decided to try a dupe, take one for the team. This one's from Sugar Boo. It was about $40. This is my current junk journal. I love it. I love the binding. I love the leather. I love the clasp. I love the pages. It has about 100 pages in it, and I'm obsessed with this journal. So I do love this journal. And again, she has the really beautiful paper. She's big enough to where she fits a good size, like I said, a full magazine sheet or a lot of junk, a lot of cards. And so this one was $40. My tip to you is to just start with whatever you can. If you have a composition notebook laying around, it's back to school right now. It's the perfect time to go grab and stock up on composition notebooks for those junk journals and junk planners, or any type of notebook. And so take advantage of that and go grab yourself a composition notebook. The next question I get asked is what my favorite glue is. I actually get asked this question a lot. My go-to is Oohoo. I love a glue stick. I am a glue stick girl. Tried and true. I love a glue stick because it has better coverage. I buy this by the case on Amazon because I go through so much of it. The Oohoo is really, really good too. It's really sticky, and I love that about it, but it also has a little bit of leeway. So if you feel like, oh, I don't want to put that there, you have like a minute or two before it really is stuck forever to peel back and move. But I love the Oohoo. It's my go-to. I also love an Elmer's moment. And back to school right now, like I said, this is the time to go stock up on glue. Elmer's is everywhere. It's at the Dollar Tree. I love Elmer's. I'm here for an Elmer's moment. This is one of my favorite Elmer's sticks. Again, I'm a glue stick girl. I prefer glue sticks over like the wet glue. Anytime I can use a glue stick, it has better coverage. They're just easier to use and they're more affordable. But on that note, when I do use like a wet glue, I use the Elmer's Clear. I do love Elmer's Clear. It's really cheap. It's very affordable. This is the Clear School Glue. It is very wet though. And I'm very mindful of how I use this and where I use it because I don't want to have, it takes forever to dry. That's the truth. The other glue that I love is Fabri-Tac. This is a $20 glue. This is expensive. But this bottle has lasted me, or is it, there it is, like a really long time. I use this for, I do a lot of mixed media journaling, art journaling, collaging. And so if I'm laying down fabric or some type of different medium, trim, rocks, I use a lot of random items in my art journaling. I will use Fabri-Tac. This is sticks and works really well, but this is an expensive glue. So my suggestion is I use it sparingly. Like I said, this lasts a while, but my go-to is always going to be my Oohoo. The next question that I get asked a lot is scissors. Definitely have scissors. I can't tell you how many times people come to my junk journal club and don't bring scissors. Always have a pair of scissors on you. In fact, let me grab my travel scissors really quick. You do not need a craft box. You don't need one. I have one because I do a junk journal club, so I've got ish in my craft box. Just found something I was looking for. By the way, my craft box is my caboodle, which was $15 on Amazon. I'm forever a caboodle girl. I'm Gen X. This is what I prefer. Okay, so scissors. I use different styles for different purposes. Obviously, the bigger ones are great for just getting through like all the big items. The smaller ones I use for like collage or pictures. If I have pictures that I want to cut out in a certain shape, these are perfect. This is from Daiso. I think it was like $2. These are little travel scissors. I'm obsessed with these. $2, you guys. They come in different colors, straight from Daiso. They're perfect. They'll fit in your bag. They fit in your craft box. They fit in your pocket. The end. Next up. This is not a need. This is more of a want. And I did talk about this on my TikTok. I talk about it all the time, actually. If you're somebody who wants to start incorporating pictures into your journal, I love I love a picture moment. I'm a big picture person. These are my faves for my pocket printers. So this is the Sprocket and this is the Instax. I love my Instax. This is a bougie camera. It also acts as a digital camera. So you can see here, it has a digital camera moment. So you can take the picture from here and print, or you can get on the app and then print pictures that are already on your phone. This is the Polaroid style camera, which I love a Polaroid moment. And then the Sprocket I love because this one will do a collage of 4 little pictures or 1 large picture. This is the sticker paper, so I can print and then peel and stick right on. But I do love both. This one was about $100. It's linked in my Amazon and on my TikTok. This one was not $100. This is also linked in my Amazon. I will say the Instax, although it's my favorite, the paper is expensive. Like the Polaroid film is expensive. If you know, you know. But these are, again, not a necessity. This is more of a want. And again, what your budget is, what's in your budget. The Sprocket is very affordable. The paper is affordable. The Instax is more of like maybe an investment later on as you journal more and more. So I get asked all the time, like, what do you put in your junk journal? And where do you store it? This is it right here. This is my junk journal storage, my junk storage. If this gets full, I use it or lose it immediately. Normally, I do not let it get full. Right now, it's full, which means I need to journal. And for you guys' sake, I'm going to show you some junk that I use. Obviously, receipts, labels from like my DoorDash or my coffee, tags from things that I purchase, Happy Mail envelopes, stamps. The other thing that I love too is saving tissue paper from packages that friends send me, or maybe that if you have a holiday coming up or a birthday or whatever. Again, labels from packages, brochures from around town. I've got business cards. I've got so much ish in here. More receipts. I do have magazine scraps in here. I've got playing cards. Oh my gosh, there's like so much stuff in here right now. Paint swatches. Literally, I have paint swatches in here. I need to junk journal badly. Like, this thing is full. That's not good. I did recently get some Happy Mail. You will very rarely see me use scrapbook paper because, again, the goal is to use what you accumulate or what you have. So don't feel like you have to go spend a lot of money on like all the fancy paper and all the other things. Get yourself a little container and allow yourself a couple weeks to fill it up. And then don't let yourself start hoarding all the junk. This is another tip that I give, is if you hoard and you start having like, oh my gosh, I need all the paper, I need all the washi, I need all the stickers, all the junk, it becomes overwhelming. And then you become like creatively stuck. And then I feel like your creativity is smothered and you feel like you can't breathe. So then you get in a rut and you're like, I don't know what to do. Don't let your junk bin get full. Use it or lose it. Like, go through your stuff every week and just junk journal as often as you can, or recycle, do a swap, or toss it. Just toss. I'm going to give a quick example really quick of some of my spreads because I do get asked like all the time, like, how do you lay them down? You see here that I do have some fun paper and some fun stickers, lots of cards, lots of junk. Last year I traveled, this January, I traveled for work and I challenged myself to only use the junk that I accumulated on the trip. I didn't bring anything with me except a glue stick, my Sprocket, and some scissors and my journal. And this is the junk that I accumulated in one day at the airport traveling from Albuquerque to Orlando. And so, you guys, junk is everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Look, there's like a little tea wrapper right here. Look, there's like a junk dump here. Labels, trash, your bags, everything. So don't feel like you need to go out there and spend a lot of money on a ton of supplies. You have what you need. Grab a journal or a notebook. Go to the Dollar Tree. Grab a glue stick. And just get started. Just start laying it down. I always do like a trashy dump at least once a week too, like a junk dump, just to like not only clear my junk, but clear my head. Sometimes I get stuck too. And so I feel like movement is the key to becoming unstuck. So just take action. If you don't know where to start, just start. Grab a journal, grab some junk, write yourself a note and throw it down. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this, how you get started, what kind of notebooks you use. Don't forget to hit the subscribe below if you want more crazy content. And if you want to know how I did my junk planner, the replay it's a 2-part replay because it was really long, is here on my YouTube. But yeah, subscribe for more creative, crazy chaos with probably a lot of cuss words. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope this video helped.